How's it going, my bro? People dude thingies. A few things in. STEELBOOK, which is great, and one that I was exceptionally excited for, which I'll show off last, for this clip at least. I'm imagining there'll probably be more stuff to show off, so I'll figure I'll start off with the Criterions. I think I get more views sometimes when I have a Criterion in my video. I don't know. You know how, like, when I got this weekend, I said, like, oh, it's got STEELBOOKs and 4Ks and Criterion or Imprint or Scream Factory. I think Criterion and STEELBOOK usually pick up the best. Sometimes Imprint does. It depends on what's on the image as well. I don't know if the title does anything. Please let me know. I usually just like having the title to give some kind of delineation. It helps me out a bit more, and it's just a bit more interesting, I think, sometimes. Like, they're always about Blu-rays anyway. I just think it's a bit better if it's got some delineation. Hey, this one has Imprint, this one has Criterion. Sure, you can see it on the image, and sometimes on the image is all you're getting in the video, which is hilarious to me. Not always, but every now and again. Anyway, they had a sale at the Zavvi for Criterion, and most of these were like $20, which is great. The Coca trilogy in the previous video was one of them as well. That one still cost it was about $70 in the end. And they had to cancel a bunch of fucking things in my order. They had the Lone Cub and Wolf films for like $60 odd, which was really good because it's like 7 movies, and they cancelled that one pretty early in, saying, "Oh, sorry, we're gonna have to cancel this one. Here's a full refund." I'm like, that's great and all, but god damn it, I don't mind. I have the Criterion channel. I don't need these films. I just like collecting the physical. Anyway, we've got a different collection of films. One of these I probably should have just watched on the Criterion channel, but we'll get to there. So first up, we have L'Avventura, which I think means the adventure or the adventurer. I studied Italian for, 8 years? No idea. Anyway, this is like a standard release Criterion, but they're all region B, black and white, fun stuff. It's not too bad. I mean, you get, 143 minutes, that's pretty hefty. Black and white, Italian, from 1960. It's a 4K digital restoration with uncompressed mono audio. You get an audio commentary with a film historian. You get an analysis of the film in 3 parts. Interesting. So you get like all these extra stuff, some documents and stuff. And 58-minute documentary. Writings by the director, read by author Jack Nicholson, plus Nicholson's personal recollections of the director, plus an essay by critic Jeffrey Noel Smith, Antonini, and oh my god, I'm so bad with Italian names, Antonionis? Yeah, I think so. Statement about the film after the 1960 Cannes film premiere and an open letter distributed at the festival. I don't know what the fuck this film's about. It's one of those films where it's like, I look at the poster and be like, it looks artistic. So I buy it. It's like me with Fellini films. I'm like, it looks artistic. I'll buy it. So you get a booklet kind of deal. It's more of like a pamphlet that kind of just folds out, of which you get the essay on one end, which you've got a present, absence, canned statement, and an open letter. And on the back, you get the special thanks about the transfer, cast, and production credits. It's not bad. It's nice. It's pretty easy to fold up. Got some nice artwork. It's just a nice little thing, and a good classic set. Then one that I'm assuming my dad will very much so enjoy, even though I'm pretty sure we have the DVD of this. Yeah, we have the DVD of this, which is actually the Region 2 DVD, which is interesting. This is The Age of Innocence, it came in on the same day that everyone on Twitter was going insane about Martin Scorsese, because every once in a while, everyone goes insane about Martin Scorsese on Twitter. I have no idea why. I mean, he's a director that, for me, it's like, I really respect him and his craft. I just don't care for half of his films. It's just a me thing. They're good. I don't think that they're bad. I don't think I've ever seen a bad film of his. But, I don't care as much for a lot of his films. I do like, your classics like Taxi Driver and King of Comedy. King of Comedy is my favorite of his. Yeah, fuck you, Goodfellas. Anyway, we've got Age of Innocence here. You get Daniel Day-Lewis, you get Winona Ryder, Michelle Pfeiffer, good cast. Again, your classic keep case. This is a pretty long one too. It's 138 minutes from 1993. It's also a 4K digital transfer approved by the director, which, do you know what that means? Yeah, baby, you know what that means. Hold on, let me just, I'll look at the pretty insides and the nice little disc. It looks all pretty and stuff. It looks like a period drama. Yes, to some degree, but in New York, which is interesting. I grew up with shit like the Pride and Prejudice and stuff, so I kind of like those kind of dramas. You get your booklet, which, folds out a little, and you get your sticker. Look, it's Scorsese's autograph. I can now clone him. That's how that works, right? I don't think I've got any Criterions for Scorsese, so I'm pretty happy about this. It was also pretty cheap, and the booklet is really, really nice. It's, as you get, good material, nice essay. It just looks freaking nice. So, yeah, I, again, don't really know what the film's about. I'm assuming probably about class and stuff like that. But yeah, and I really like Winona Ryder, of course, hence why I'm expecting my dad would be like, fuck yeah, I'm going to watch this. It's a 4K transfer of Winona Ryder. It's great. I mean, I do like the Bram Stoker's Dracula film. She's not good in it, but I do like it. We've got Badlands. This is a Terrence Malick film. Another 4K transfer. Approved by the director. I like the cast, so that's a promising element for me. I don't think it's too long. 94 minutes, that's pretty good. You get your inside... Oh, sorry. You get your inside artwork. Not too much to go on, but it's Terrence Malick. I know his style to some degree. You get your booklet, which I did stick on because it says director approved Blu-ray. It just doesn't have his signature at all, which is interesting. It might be one of those, like... I like that too, like the back and forth on that, like they're like looking at each other, but they're looking at each other there as well. Oh my god, it's metaphorical or some shit. But yeah, get your essays and stuff. Get some nice images. I do like early work Sissy Spacek. I mean, obviously I love Carrie, so this could be really fun to watch. I did like her in The Street Story as well. I haven't seen her in too much stuff though. So, that's why I say early work Sissy Spacek, because I haven't seen her in, like, most of her later work. I don't even know if she still acts. Last but not least, for Criterion, we have... I'm still expecting a few in the... Oh, actually, am I? Shit. No, I guess not. I guess that's all the ones I'm expecting from Criterion, now that I think about it. Anyway, I got this one, Company. It's 53 minutes long, and that's why I'm like, shit, should I have bought this? Like, most of these were, like... between $17 to $23, which is pretty fucking nice, especially for A, Criterions, and B, Criterions. I know, I'm saying this as well, the same fucking week the goddamn 50% off sale is happening, but I am in Australia. We don't get the 50% off sale here because we can't get shit shipped from the US. It sucks. They used to do it through Barnes & Noble, they don't do it anymore. They even, because I'm on the goddamn channel, and they send me a $10 coupon, like, this is endless, you can use this coupon whenever, and I'm like, but I can't buy from your fucking store, stop sending me this shit. I just posted it on Reddit, give it to someone else, who, they never say when they've taken it, so I've had, like, the recent one, 2 people were like, oh, sorry, it's already been, like, it says it's already been used or whatever. I'm like, oh, well, that sucks, because the person, whoever took it, didn't say shit. But anyway, someone in the 50% off sale also got an extra $10 off. Good for them. It's my way of giving back. I don't fucking know. Anyway, we get Company, original cast album. I don't know what the hell this is. I know it's a documentary. I know it's about a theatre troupe. And it even says the holy grail for both documentary and theatre aficionados offers a tantalizing rare glimpse behind the Broadway curtain. I don't care personally much for Broadway, but I like documentaries and I like musicals, so this could be interesting. I'm not the theatre aficionado type. I wasn't in that group in high school. I know we didn't really have groups like that, but in this case, they were actually assigned classes, so if you chose as an elective to do theatre, then you were in theatre. But you could also be in literally anything else. So I knew a lot of people who are in media and in theatre. I participated in theatre stuff, like I helped in productions, behind the scenes stuff, because all my friends were there and they'd be doing that after school. And I'm like, I could go home and do nothing, or I could hang out with my friends, and even they'd be like, why don't you go home? And I'm like, because what the fuck else do I have to do? This is pre me being in love with movies and me playing games, but not as much caring for them unless I'm playing with people. So it just was better for me to just hang out with my mates doing that shit. So I ended up working on a bunch of productions, doing background lighting, smoke work, music. I was like director of lighting for a whole entire production. I don't even know why. I wasn't even in it. I had to do a whole behind the scenes thing during each performance. It was insane. Then there was one that I was in the band for, which was different because it was also a musical. So I was actually Little Shop of Horrors. I played the clarinet and the saxophone. It was fucking banger. Loved it. Yeah, so that's my background when it comes to that, working in theatre productions. I mostly became a movie guy after that, thank fuck. So yeah, I got company. I've heard interesting things about it. Again, it's a nicely done set, from like the tape reel to the collage of images, and you get this booklet which folds out and then just kind of consistently folds out, and you get a whole bunch of stuff. It does have a small tear, which you can see there. You can kind of see it. It's much more obvious on this side. But yeah, you get a whole bunch of details, so the tear's kind of in the middle there. I don't know why it does that with some Criterions. I don't blame that on Zavi's point. It's more of a, just every once in a while there will be a book that gets dented or torn a little while on the inside of the case. I don't know why. Again, I don't know why. It just does. You know, it's obviously been jammed a little in there. I think it's because, most obviously, the inside of the case has this little divot here. I think maybe someone kind of jammed it in. I don't know, but still, that's company. Yay. Next up is the one that I was so fucking excited for. Now, I don't collect many steelbooks anymore. Independence Day was a rarity. I got that last week because it was $30 and it was in a store and it was mint condition. I'm like, fuck, that sounds great. So, and I'm keeping it because it's got all the special features. So I pointed to it, but it's up here. This time, it's Titans of Cult, which I've opened the top flap, so let me just fold that down. Try to get the focus a little, because obviously the thing title is a bit camouflaged. You get the thing title on the spine. Yeah, no, it's really hard to see it on the camera. Thing title again there. You get the Universal. I took off the stickers, the UK stickers. And then, of course, your definition of what Titans of Cult is on the base there. I do have a video diving into Titans of Cult in general, if you're interested. It's my What is Titans of Cult. As per usual, you get your, cardboard slip, which is always stuck to the back. I just took it off because it fits in perfectly. I have, of all things, weirdly of me, actually kept the plastic. I usually don't do this. Obviously, just delineates it's a limited edition 4K set and whatnot. And on the inside, you get your patch and you get your pin. And again, they're really nice quality, good stuff. I have no real reason to take them out because what the fuck am I'm going to put that on a goddamn jacket? What do I look like? Some guy who wears jackets? I mean, I do, but not with, like, brooches and stuff. I don't know what it's called. It does tell me, right? Collectible case, pin. It's a patch. It's just an iron-on patch. Anyway, this is what we're all here for. The motherfucking Steelbook. Which I adore this. It's, like, matte kind of finish on the sides here. I'm actually going to keep this removed from the case and going to put a separate protector for it. Just because I would really love to show this off more, or like to have it on display, because I already have the Arrow Video version of the thing over there, which has like the theatrical artwork. I've got the Universal release, the Matt Ferguson artwork. I've got the Mondo version as well, which did come indented, but looks practically perfect outside of that. So this is the fourth Steelbook. I don't have any others. There's a bunch more, and I'm probably not going to collect any more. But this is just exceptional. You get some good gloss on there, some like kind of organic goo. I love how they've used the original font and even the head crab. I love the head crab, my favorite scene in the film, and what you most people consider the best scene in the film, not just the fact that it still has man is the warmest place to hide, which I love, and it's kind of like darkly laid out there, you gotta reflect on it, is the dish, which most people consider to be the best scene in the film, and I even have my McCready figure from the thing over there. And inside artwork, you get the original Universal disc and the 4K one, which has the new artwork, which is really nice, and some interesting artwork on the inside. It's more of a, I believe it's the defibrillator scene. It's like a version of that where you kind of got like flesh tearing at the sides, because it basically is the same on the other side as well on the image. That's why I'm not taking the discs out, and some fleshy goo. So I think it's just a really fucking good steelbook, and I'm so goddamn happy to have it. It's just really nice, and it just would make a great mantelpiece. I think Titans of Cold have really blown this one out of the park. I'm so happy to have it. It looks fantastic. Holy mackerel! Right, this is a continuation, isn't it? Jesus. All right. Sorry, I've just done a 40-odd minute video talking about the Halloween films. Jesus, and that's probably not even a video I'm going to release. It's just to get my thoughts out, because so many people don't like Halloween Ends, and it's crazy to me. But anyway, that maybe is a video that you will see. Maybe it has already come out. I don't fucking care. Let's talk about mail shit. I've got more mail. I think I'm gonna do. I'm pretty sure this is meant to be a new this weekend, or it's a continuation of a previous one, but the previous one was like 20 minutes long. I don't know. Anyway, I got lucky. It comes with that sticker on the front. I got this for like $20 at. Can I say 20 even? Because I'm pretty sure 20 even is meant to imply it was like an even 20. But 20 odd, so $22, $23. From Zavvi. I have not yet opened it. I also realized that the artwork actually stretches all the way around, which is really, really nice. Got reversible artwork that has him at a doorway, which you can kind of see him, but not really, because of the plastic of the case. If you haven't seen this, yeah, so it's obviously meant to be a final shot thing. If you haven't seen this, I really recommend it. I saw this in cinema. It comes with a booklet. It also comes with a documentary as well, hence the sticker I showed off. Just some behind-the-scenes shots and some essays talking about the film, and probably about Harry Dean Stanton as well. Yeah. Heading North at 110 Per by Logan Sparks from 2017. Harry Dean Stanton, Wild at Heart by Jason Woods in 2018. Q&A of director John Carroll Lynch. Production credits and special thanks. So yeah, this was made obviously before he passed, but I don't think it was released till after he passed, and it was basically his like last film role, which I think he knew it was when they made it. Like that was kind of the point. Yeah, it even says here, John Carroll Lynch's directorial debut featuring Harry Dean Stanton in his final film role. And it also has the 2012 documentary Harry Dean Stanton, Partly Fiction. It's a really good film. I've been wanting to collect it for a few years now, since I saw it back in 2017, and this is Eureka's release of it. I don't have much else to say. It's if you like David Lynch, he's got a great part in it with a turtle. But yeah, it's an interesting film. It's one of those slice of life kind of films, similar to The Straight Story in a way. So yeah, worth picking up. I'm saving my best till last down there, actually. But yeah, I did get Super Cop, Police Story 3. I got the standard Blu-ray release, but I got the 4K trilogy. Now, I already have the Blu-rays of the trilogy, and that's really why I wanted to get the Blu-ray of Super Cop, even though I already have a Blu-ray of Super Cop, which I find hilarious. My girlfriend's mom, parents, I guess, got it for me for Christmas last year. I showed that off in a video probably very, very many months ago, but it was obviously Christmas last year, January this year I think I received it. It took a while to come in from the US, China probably came in from China, let's be honest. It's this release, the 4K HD Remastered Collection, even though it's not a 4K UHD. It's apparently a remaster, so it'll be interesting to like compare these. I haven't watched it yet too, which is also kind of insane of me. Can't believe I haven't watched it. But we've got some really nice artwork. I like the collage effect, but the problem is that it's kind of stuck on awkwardly, as you can see here. I don't really want to tear this. Okay, this kind of seems bullshit. What the fuck? What's the point? Oh my god, this is the kind of shit I think is so stupid. Just, these details should be on the box. Fuck, if Imprint can goddamn do it, why the hell can't these guys? Oh, because then it gives you a goddamn J card, which I don't fucking need. Like, there's no artwork on the back. There's no artwork on the top. There's just this shit on the bottom, which is the same shit on the bottom of the sleeve. Still, bloody stupid. But yeah, it comes in a free box pack. Comes with a booklet, which I think this is all in good enough nick. It came in a really dodgy looking box, but they packed it all in one box, which is very bizarre. But you do get your booklet. Talks about all 3 films, and they're iconic films, so I'm very excited to watch these in 4K. I've seen their current Blu-rays from, what is this, Eureka? But yeah, I like it. It's a very thick booklet. Got alternate posters talking about the second film, probably the third film as well. Yes, definitely the third film, because I haven't seen the third film yet. Yeah. Then you get, you know, Police Story. It tells you all the special features and stuff. I don't know how worthy it will be to keep my Blu-rays, but obviously I don't have a Blu-ray of this in here, which I think is really annoying. They could have just done a really big collector's pack, which is the main reason why. I mean, I like that it's got theatrical artwork. It does have reversible artwork, which, okay. Here's something really bizarre. It does have reversible artwork. The reversible artwork is him kicking someone. That's very weird because you can't see it. That's very bizarre. I mean, it makes me think that these were designed for clear cases, which, fuck, I would have preferred, and makes me kind of want to put these in clear cases now, to the point that I think if I can, I could put them in the clear cases that my other films, that the first 2 films are in. But yeah, it just has like an iconic sequence. Look, that's him on the bus. Like, that'd be really cool to look at through a clear case. I'm going to have to deal with this later. And last but not least, Police Story 3 Super Cop. So yeah. I think I heard about this one firstly in Hot Fuzz. Super Cop. He's the cop that can't be stopped. And yeah, that's just the same artwork on the disc. So, and in the booklet. That's a bizarre choice. I could use the extra 4K case, I'll be honest, but a bizarre choice. Obviously, then I get Super Cop by itself. Do I consider this worthy of taking out of its case? Yeah, I want to. I would like to. There's a lot of elements I want to compare about these ones, like not really transfer-wise, but like special features and stuff, and like I think the Blu-ray of this and the Blu-ray of the other film, the other versions of the film, that I have, because I have the Eureka 2-pack set for Police Story 1 and 2, which is why I wanted to get this one separately. Which, of course, it even has slipcover artwork. It has newly commissioned artwork, which is really nice. Actually, I really like that artwork. It's pretty cool. A lot of explosions. But, of course, you then take your disc out and you get the theatrical artwork, which is also great. You open this up as well and you get image from the film and more images. So is that the same girl who was in the previous films? God, I can't believe she stayed around. Good for her. Get an image of Jackie. See, this is the shit you don't get in the 4K set. I think that's Michelle Yeoh kicking someone. I didn't actually look at it. It doesn't... I don't know if that's her. But yeah. I think it is. It's just the angle looks a bit weird. But yeah, and you get the action shot of them. Get some more additional posters, alternate posters. This is great. This is the kind of shit that I love about these kind of releases. I still prefer having the 4K release because I really want to have that 4K artwork, the 4K disc and everything. But like, look at how great this whole book is. Like, I'm so excited to watch this film. It's a very small essay in this one, I think. But does have a lot of alternate artwork and stuff, which again is probably all in the other booklet. I mean, even that whole page is in the other booklet. So, yeah. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Next up we have The Fog. Finally it came in, and it came with a fucking slipcover. How nice is that? I hate that They Live didn't come with a slipcover, but I don't know if that would originally came with a slipcover or not. And guess what, baby? It came with alternate artwork. What the fuck? The other films didn't come with alternate artwork, but this one did. I've heard that the transfer for this one is a lot better than the Studio Canal release, which I still like the Studio Canal release, but I guess I'd never seen the film before, but I guess there's also the element of I could see the film. A lot of people couldn't for some reason. Anyway, so I've put on the alternate artwork because it's trippy as shit. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, I know it's the doorway of the two guys, but it's like, what the fuck is this shit? I love it. It looks so weird. But I like too how on the spine it still just has the original, the main artwork. And yeah, it does, of course, it's reversible sleeve, so I can put on that main artwork. But fuck it, I got the sleeve. I don't need to do that. Then you got your two discs. You get a pirate ship. You get a bunch of zombie pirate people. It's great. I got Army of Darkness on 4K. With the sleeve, which is also really nice. This one, I just love the artwork, so I'm really happy with that. There's no alternate artwork, but this is a slightly thicker case as well, because it's 4-hole discs, so that's really cool. I'm a little bit annoyed, which I think some people are as well, the 4K isn't also for the director's cut. It's just a 4K scan of the theatrical cut, and a 4K UHD of that, and a 4K scan on Blu-ray. But the director's cut is just a Blu-ray. Like, I don't know if there's any remastering or anything to it, or if it's, I don't know what. It doesn't stipulate that there's any additional stuff. It says that the international cut, which I don't think I've ever seen. I know I have the television cut in my DVD Blu-ray set, which is the one that looks, oh, where the fuck even is it? The version I've had all these years is like the ViaVision, I think it is. I think, yeah, like ViaVision version, which came with the Blu-ray, and it was like a 2 Blu-ray 3 DVD set, I think, and it was like the Blu-ray of the director's cut and the theatrical cut, the DVD of the director's cut and the theatrical cut, and the DVD of the TV cut. This comes with a Blu-ray of the international cut, and which is a 4K scan from the inner positive, and the television cut standard definition. That's really nice. Like, I haven't seen the television cut, I haven't seen the international cut either. I love the director's cut, I prefer it. I think because it's also a longer cut, there's a lot more scenes that pad it out a little more, which I think works a lot more, because the ending feels a bit chopped and rushed in the theatrical cut, even though it still cuts to him being in the S-Mart, whatever. When you look at the director's cut, you realise there's a lot of scenes that were a lot of little parts of dialogue and shit that were cut out of that in the theatrical cut, which makes sense, obviously, but it's also like, it's not necessary. I'm still really happy to have it. It's got great artwork to it. I don't care much for the disc artwork. This one being the 4K, then you get the Blu-ray, director's cut, and Sheila on the international / television cut. And they're all region A as well, except for the 4K, which is all regions. It's got Dolby Vision, which is really good. I'm very interested to watch it. It did also come with a bit of plastic damage on the corner there. I don't think you can see it because it's not focusing properly. I don't know how it managed to do that, given it has a sleeve. The sleeve's not any damage. However, I might not like the disc art of these versions, but maybe I'll like the disc art of a different version. I got the Steelbook. See, I got the Steelbook. Which I like how this just slides off. I got them both in one transaction from Amazon because I figured, bugger it, why the fuck not? Also because I really love the artwork, and I don't have a Steelbook for this film. I have a Steelbook for all of, like, for the 2-pack steelbook for the 4K and a version of both films on like The Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 as steelbook. So I figured Army of Darkness as well on steelbook, a highlight of artwork which looks fantastic. You know, the whole Army of Darkness. The artwork for the 4K disc is the main artwork for the steelbook, which is great. This is the main artwork that's on the the standard set, which is still really good. That's the theatrical artwork. The international artwork on the director's cut, and one of my favorite pieces of artwork for any Evil Dead film is actually on the Army of Darkness International Cut disc, which I'm pretty sure that's the artwork. I mean, it clearly isn't because there's the knights and stuff, but and kind of a castle. I always just imagined this was the artwork for the second film. Clearly not. But yeah, and if any of the discs don't work, I have a duplicate, so that's really nice. But yeah, that's the whole thing. I did also pick up some other stuff, because you know what, screw it. I'm either going to make this a really long video, or I'm going to make 2 different videos. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I ended the previous one without even ending it. Might have to film an outro for that one. My partner and I went to a op shop that is close by my house, which is really cool. They had a Sonic the Hedgehog pop vinyl there worth $80. Sounds like a lot, but it's actually like the $400 pop vinyl, like the original Sonic pop vinyl. But because of how badly damaged the box was, it's really cheap. Really cheap. $80 compared to $400. I decided not to get it both times I went there. I got this guy though, because he was $8. This is Palpatine. He may or may not be from the $300 box, or he's from the $80 to $90 box, but I got him for $80. I got him for $8. He doesn't come with a stand, which obviously he's meant to be plugged into, but he glows really nicely, and his paint job is really good, despite it just being a translucent thing. His paint job is mostly just the eyes. But yeah, I just think it's creepy and funny, and I don't collect pop vinyls anymore, but $8 for a glow-in-the-dark pop vinyl, I figured, fuck it, why not, you know? And last but not least, to end my weekend, which was a long weekend, I showed my girlfriend the original Halloween. She was kind of surprised by the lack of anything that happens in the movie, especially like the lack of violence and anything. I'm like, yeah, well, that's because this film started all that shit. You know, it wasn't the first of the slasher films, obviously not, where Psycho and Black Christmas both exist. After I saw Halloween Ends, because I saw that after we parted ways, I bought this, which is Rey Ayanami from Neon Genesis Evangelion, which is like, this is actually Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 thrice upon a time, which is good because I saw that the next day in IMAX, which was beautiful. None of my friends were able to make it in the end, so I had 3 empty seats next to me, but that was fine. I really enjoyed it, and she looks incredible. I've also ordered a copy of Mari from the same film to come in. I do like this long-haired version. She was not cheap. I mean, she was like $70, which is fine. She's really small in comparison. Like, I don't have any of the rebuild designs as figurines. I only just got into Aether this year, but she looks really nice. I don't like that the platform has no details outside of just this kind of greyish colour. Like, there's nothing that says Evangelion or whatever. I have another version of Rey and 2 versions of Asuka, but they're all from the original show, so there's 2 plug suit versions and the sundress version of Asuka. And they're all really nice. They're all basically the same height. This is not the same height. This is like a third the size. But yeah, I think she's really nice. I'm keen for Mari to come in just because I want to get a Mari, and it's the one from 3.0 plus 1.0, which I really like. 3.0 plus 1.0. I really like her in that film as well. And I'd like to get Shinji and a bunch of the others. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. It's not actually focusing on her. What is that? Bizarre. Focus on her. Focus. Look at how cool she is. Oh no, he's gone. Oh, I'm still here. Shit. Fuck.